Houston Rockets center Clint Capela is expected to miss 4 to 6 weeks with ligament damage in his right thumb, according to ESPN. Capela injured the thumb in the third quarter of the Rockets' loss to the Magic Sunday. He's averaging more than 17 points and 12 rebounds this season. Nene will be starting in his place. But with Chris Paul still sidelined, how massive a loss is this injury?
It's a huge loss because I don't know if Nene can jump as high as Capela for those lob passes. So James may lose a few assists with Nene in the lineup instead of Capela. But this guy had developed so much, Capela. It was kind of great to watch him from the beginning when he first started playing to where he is right now. I mean, he's a confident, low-post player.
No question. You know, Mike, I was there when he first got in. We worked together quite a bit. As guys would drive, you know, Clint had a hard time finding those open spaces. He stayed behind guys. I was like, man, you have got to get open, especially James, who will handle the ball into the late clock. He needs those outlets. The good thing is Nene is smart, too. He knows how to get open. But Clint developed an unbelievable ability to get to the open spot late, let James throw the high lob pass, or even those little drop-off passes. He always got open, and he worked really hard at it. I mean, every day after practice, he worked on guys. You know, he'd get these, organize all these drills for himself to work on guys driving, dropping, and he'd finish and stuff. The one thing Nene is not going to be able to do is guard guards like he can. Clint Capela can switch out. And that last 5 seconds of that shot clock, let me tell you something. If you're a guard, you're going to have a heck of a time getting a shot over that guy. He can move his feet. He's long. He can block shots. He's a tremendous perimeter defender. That's what's going to hurt him. I think Nene will get open. You're right. He's not going to jump high and finish like that. But he'll get open for James to drop off those passes. But they're going to, you know, the difference between Nene and Clint Capela on the defensive end is night and day. I mean, Clint Capela can guard really all sorts of players. So it'll be interesting to see that side of the ball.
Kev, does Capela have good hands?
You know, Mike, when he first got there, he couldn't finish to save his soul, but he caught everything. So I said, okay. I said, you know, this guy, he caught stuff, but he just was not a good finisher. If he couldn't dunk it, he couldn't finish. So we started doing drills where he couldn't dunk. I said, Clint, you can't dunk it. You're just going to have to learn how to go up inside. If he came in from the left side, I had one of those big noodles, you know, thing, and I'd put it up there so he couldn't shoot. And he had to learn how to go to the other side and spin it and stuff. And so he did all these things. And that kid's a worker. I mean, I'll tell you what, his improvement is so neat to see from a guy who saw him where he first was. He has turned himself into you know, really an all-star caliber center. He should get some votes for the all-star team for what he's done for that team.
Well, and because of his development, he's actually made James Harden, the reigning MVP, an even tougher guard. An even tougher, not tougher guard, obviously his position, even tougher to guard.
Yeah, because I said he's got that. He learned really and just worked at it hard, of getting open late. Now, when you're a big guy and you drive in, if you want to make your guard really mad, just go stand behind your defender and stand there so he'd have to throw a ball through the guy's chest to get you. And believe me, I played with Tiny Archibald. Tiny was not happy when he drove and you didn't find an open spot. If you want to make guards happy, as they drive, just drift to the open spot. Get to areas where I said they can make, you know, this pass. They don't have to do a behind the back Magic Johnson pass to find you. He mastered that and really helped James late in the shot clock as a bailout guy for assists and big plays.
Kevin will tell you this, I'm sure. A testament to how much he has developed, Capela, and how much trust Chris Paul and Harden have is that they pass him the ball.
Yes.
Because there are players on teams where guys don't want to pass him the ball because they know if I pass it him, he's going to drop it, or he's not going to finish it, or if they foul him, he's not going to make his free throws. So they're reluctant. They happen to look the other way when this guy's open on this side of the floor.
Well, it is a 6-game Monday night in the NBA, and we're going to be with you guys until tip-off between the Spurs and Hornets. It's here on NBA TV just after 8:30 Eastern as Tony Parker makes his return to San Antonio. Game time continues after the break.
Well, we're living in a three-point revolution where some of the greatest shooters of all time are playing right now in this era. In this open court short, we asked some of our favorite resident shooters who they would take in the clutch to make a bucket that they needed for a win.
For Kenny Smith. Throws it across. Miller for three. Oh, he backed it in! He backed it in!
Hey everybody, Matt here with three of the most accomplished shooters in NBA history. 3D, Dennis Scott, Kenny Smith, the Hall of Famer Reggie Miller, and so of course...
This is a shooting show.
No, of course.
I was trying to figure out
I want to talk about shooting. One active player to take a game-winning shot, if you could choose, who is that guy?
Steph Curry, or Kevin Durant, or LeBron James.
Curry saves it. Three. Steph good. Goes to the corner to shoot a three and hits to tie it up. Shot clock is on. James pull up for a three. Rainbow.
Any more?
To take a three to win a game.
I take all three of those. Even LeBron James, in terms of his ability to get it off, he'll get it off comfortably because of his size, strength, and ball handling ability. So he would get it off comfortably. He doesn't shoot with the same accuracy as those other two guys, but he gets a better comfort level at times than those two guys.
For me, active, if we're just trying to get a shot clock's going down, it's Kyrie Irving. His ball handling ability to be able to get to any spot on the floor and get his shot off, to your point, he's going to get his shot off. And he's one of the few point guards, well, there's a lot of point guards in the league, and can shoot the three.
Definitely guys that I probably would have picked, but if I'm going with someone with ice water in their veins, need a shot, I'm going with Dame Lillard. A guy that can create his own shot, or you can put him in a high pick and roll, shoots with depth, can shoot deep, and if you foul him, he's going to make foul shots.
Does the answer change for any of you if I say it's a catch-and-shoot three to win a game?
Klay Thompson.
Yeah. Catch and shoot, I would add Klay to the catch and shoot. Like, it swung back out to him. I would add Klay to that for sure.
You know, it's funny, we were talking, James Harden.
Ooh, yes, to get a bucket, yes.
He could do.
Oh, my goodness, to get a bucket, yeah.
I mean, catch and dribble, off the dribble.
Off the dribble,
he's
off the
great,
dribble, no question about it.
He gets to walk and shoot it. So he gets to, he gets to do the running man.
I'll make it harder. Let's go back in history. Any player who's ever played to win a game with a three.
Oh, we're sitting right here.
Oh,
Who are you picking?
No, there's a lot of guys.
No, I'm not. You could go last if you're not going to talk about yourself.
I'm gonna go with Larry Legend.
No.
To make a three. He said to make a three, right?
To make a three.
To make a three at the end of the game.
Celtics have got 3 seconds. Bird, a runner. It's good.
I'm going with Larry Legend.
I'm going with the guy sitting here only because the moment for Larry is always the moment. For Reggie, he creates more moments, meaning he's looking for an opportunity. I think at times you hope we get down 3. You know, so there's a difference. But Larry's like, no, I'm not even going to let you get up. I'm going to beat you. He's waiting for that moment. And so for me, watching Reggie over the years, I would have to say Reggie would be the guy I would be. Like,
good looking, Kenny.
No, but and take it a step further, with Larry, as much as we, love his shooting, he's not going to get open in that situation. Where you, and I'm going to throw Ray Allen into the mix, both of you guys are going to get open because you're probably the best running without the basketball, running off screens and getting open. Now,
I'm going to put Larry second, though. I wasn't like,
Kenny, Larry's third. Ray Allen's above him. Well, come on now. Ray Allen and Reggie Miller, we need a three. Larry's not getting open. Him and Ray are getting open to get that three off.
Rebound, Bosh. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang!
There's a guy that I would want to be in this mix because he's the leading three-point shooter in the history of playoffs over certain attempts. You know who that guy is, right?
Kenny the Jets man.
You know.
I was waiting for that.
You're looking at
That leads to my next question. You may have already answered it, but if in a theoretical world where I could play and I had to choose one of the three of you to win a game with a three, where am I going?
We're all going to pick ourselves. That's how confident we. I mean, in all of our careers that we've all hit game winners, we've all hit buzzer beaters, so we know we can do it. So if you're asking openly, I want to, as much as I love both these guys, I want to take that shot first.
I would honestly say that these guys were better three-point shooters in this regard. That was such a big part of their diet. And for me, it became a part of my diet later on. But I had to learn to be that. It is, like Reggie Miller, we played at UCLA in Pauley Pavilion and in North Carolina. We were like, guard him from here.
Right.
That didn't come into my life until about my 4th year in the NBA. It was always part of Dennis Scott's repertoire. a steady part of that diet, the long ball shot. I was catching up with you all the time.
Right.
Now, I just still think I could shoot the ball. But I just know that you guys it was a better diet.
We all have different strengths at different times. Sure. But at the end of a game, to a man, we're all going to say, put the ball in my hand.
Yeah.
Kenny wants those shots.
Yeah, one of the biggest
wants those shots.
One of the biggest
One of those
moments.
shots.
Yeah.
We were actually in the biggest moments in Rocket and Orlando basketball history. Hit a three-pointer to tie the game to send it to overtime in the NBA Finals. But before that, this dude, he comes back and hits another one. Back to back.
Yep.
It was him and I.
You haven't made my job any easier.
Well, hey, how about this? Who are you going to pick? If your life depended on it and your family's life depended on it, and they needed a three to get them out. Come on, man.
I will answer the question. I've got bad news for you and my family.
What?
I turned it over before I ever got it.
I will tell you this. If you
I'm sitting here and not there.
If you gave it to any of us, your family lives.
Don't do us like that,
turn
man.
the ball
Wanna,
over,
as
man.
hosts, we're okay too. Okay, Czar, we've already heard from 3D, so we're gonna leave him out of this one. Out of all the guys you've coached, who would you want with the ball in their hands take a three-point shot at the end of the game?
Probably my three best three-point shooters from the teams that I coach in the league. Mike Miller has to be one of them with incredible range. Mark Price.
Oh, yes,
Mark
baby.
Price,
Yes,
co-sign.
Marky, baby.
Remember Wesley Person?
Ooh.
Wesley Person, yeah, not a bad three-point shooter. Now,
Yes.
if you said today, how about this? If I asked you who's leading the NBA right now today in three-point shooting, what would you say? Curry?
Curry or
You'd be
James
right,
Harden.
except it's not the Curry we think. It's Seth Curry,
Seth.
his brother, who's leading the NBA, okay? I'm going to take,
that.
but
I like it.
I'm going to take Steph. If I had to have a shot, a three, Steph right now.
Oh, so we got to give props to Del Curry, too, for those genes. Remember, he was a great shooter
come
as
on,
well.
Man. No question about it.
Good points, are. Hey, we will continue to keep this thing rolling on Game Time Live as we get you ready for another game.